We're going to be doing a process of sublimation, and it is going to be on a black 100% cotton shirt. Now we know that you cannot use sublimation ink, sublimation printing on black, nor can you use it on cotton. It will usually wash right out of cotton. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an HTV glow in the dark. So that is actually a heat transfer vinyl, and it's going to be glow in the dark because there's a few kinds of heat transfer vinyl that will take sublimation ink. One of them is glow in the dark. That is my preferred. You can also use glitter HTV. You can use holographic, and you can use something called Easy Subli. I have never used that yet, but maybe that'll be another video. But you do need the HTV glow in the dark, and you're going to need either a cutting machine or a steady hand to cut your HTV. So I went into my Creative Fabrica account and I found this cute pop-off fixer of all things. And so I downloaded that. The cutting machine I'm using is a Cricut Maker 3. So the next thing I did was I opened my Cricut Design Space and I uploaded that PNG into Design Space. And then I brought it in and I made it the size that I want it for the shirt. So I did have to stretch this a little bit. You know, I wanted it 8 inches wide and 9 inches high. You can see that on the top there. Then I went to the offset icon, which I have an arrow pointing to the offset icon. And so I did an offset and I did it at 0.167 inches. Now what I want to cut is that offset image. So I'm actually going to delete my image that I brought in. So I'm just making sure that it's that 8 inches by 9 inches, and then I'm going to delete that. Now you can see what I have here for my cutting image is this part right here is all that is going to cut. So I'm going to add my HTV and I am going to cut this. Now this will fit on a 12 by 12 and you want to make sure that you are mirroring your image. After my cutting machine finished cutting, I removed the HTV from the cutting mat and then I added it to an LED light pad. It makes the weeding a lot easier. It's very hard to see on white material, and so setting it on this light pad really helps. I'll put a link for that below. I design in Microsoft Word, so now I opened a new Word document and I inserted my image into this Word document. I didn't want my image to be black on black shirt, so I went up to the color icon and it gave me some choices that we could change this to, and I thought that that orange color would look really good on the black shirt and on the glow-in-the-dark vinyl. Here's the image after I changed the color. So now I'm getting ready to print this, but we need to do the wrap and the through here so that I can move this image on the page because I'm going to change my layout here. I want to change this to portrait here. And then I'm going to go to picture format and you can see that that is 9, just a little over the 8. But I think that we're good with this. So we're going to go ahead and print this. So file and print. And we'll make sure I'm using my Epson EcoTank 2760 sublimation printer with sublimation ink. I'm going into printer properties. I want to make sure that we have premium presentation paper matte, high quality. Under more options, I want to make sure that we have emphasize thin lines and emphasize more. And then we want to make sure that high speed is off and mirror is on. So now we'll go ahead and print this. I used HTV Ront 125 sublimation paper for this, and then after it's done printing, I trim it down, and then I'm going to lay this image on top of my HTV that's on the light pad so that I can see how it's going to fit. And you can see by the arrow, it's going to fit real well. That offset matches it perfectly. Now you're going to want to set your heat source. I am setting it at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm cleaning the shirt well, and then I'm going to do a pre-press to get any moisture out. And then I like to fold the shirt to get a center line. So when I pre-press this, I'm going to have a nice crisp seam right down the center of the shirt. Now I'm going to take that heat transfer vinyl, the glow in the dark, and I am going to put a little crease in that at the top and the bottom, because then I can match that up to my crease line on the shirt. And then I'm going to press this at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 seconds to set that HTV. And then you're going to want to do a warm peel on this right away. Let the cloth cool down for a bit, and you're going to want to raise your temperature up to 385 degrees, and we're going to be pressing this for 35 seconds. So after your shirt cools down, you're going to line up that sublimation image face down on the shirt, and then we're going to press it at 385 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 seconds, and I use a Teflon sheet. If you can, do a warm peel, but if the paper is sticking, let it cool down and then get a clean cloth and get it wet and just lightly wipe that HTV with that clean wet cloth, and that paper will start to come off. On the left there, you can see the image looks great. That was after all the paper was removed. And on the right, I took it into my closet and took a picture of it in the dark so that you can see what it looks like when it's glowing. So this is how you can do sublimation on black and 100% cotton. You can use this technique on any color shirt. I just wanted to show you on a black 100% cotton shirt. And of course, the first question that comes up is, how does this process stand up to washing? Well, I make shirts for my husband's employees, and these are some that I made. These pictures show the same procedure with glow-in-the-dark HTV with sublimation on black cotton shirts, and it's showing the before, and this is after many, many washings on the right. So it does hold up very well to machine washing. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel to see other videos, and I have links below for items that were used. Have a great day.